Hello, I hope you're doing well. Today we're making this netted necklace. Maybe you have already seen these two. I think this is a very great basic technique, and once you understand it, you can create a lot of different variations. In this video I use 6 to 7 mm freshwater pearls, 4 mm crystals and 2 mm seed beads. I'm using polyester sewing thread. This will make the necklace very soft. I just prefer it that way because it falls more nicely. Of course, you can also use a thin nylon cord. I personally just choose not to, because it happened to me before that I used too much tension, so some of the ends point in the wrong direction. Apparently, waxing your thread can help to avoid knots, and as far as I can tell, it does help a little bit, so give it a try if you like. I used 200 cm for a 34 cm necklace, but this is very tight and more of a choker, so you might want to adjust the length. Now we can finally begin. We start with 5 beads, a lobster clasp, and 5 more beads. Now we slide it all to the end of the thread, but don't forget to leave a tail. Next we have to go up through all beads and the lobster clasp to create a loop. Now we make a knot or two, and again go through all beads, make another knot, and go through one more bead. So it looks like this. Add 20 beads, now we go up through the first 3. Add 12, from the 3 we just went through, we count 4 and go through the 5th. Now we add 5. I add a crystal and a pearl and one more regular bead. This is where you can get very creative. Now I go back up, skipping the first bead, so I went through the pearl, the crystal, and one more of the regular beads. It's easy to tighten when you pull the thread while holding the last bead on the bottom. Next we add 9 more beads, and then we look at the top loop and count 5 beads from the left. So we pull the needle through 8, 7 and 6. Here I decided to weave in the end tail because it became a little bit annoying, but you can do this whenever you like. Add 12 beads. After the 3 we just went through, count 4 and go through the 5th bead. Add 12 more beads, and now we count 5 beads from the left corner and go up through 8, 7 and 6. Just remember, we always want to have 5 beads at the top. From here we just repeat all the steps. Make sure everything is tied so the thread doesn't show through. Add 12 beads and go through the 5th, add 5 more and the beads you want for your ends. Skip the last one, go through your beads and one more of your regular ones. Now we only add 9 beads, and remember we want to have 5 beads on the top, so we go through 8, 7 and 6. "12 beads and through the 5th, and again 12 and through 8, 7 and 6. Now just repeat. For the end, I just add 10 beads and make a loop similar to the one we made in the beginning. But for this one, I would recommend you go through this loop a few times to reinforce it. Because if you use thread like me, it could potentially slip through the lobster clasp on the other side. When you're done, make a few knots and weave in the ends a little bit. And we're done! Now we have a new necklace. See you next time!